Hello, everybody, and welcome to End of Bully Part 2. And this is the friendship version. I'm Daniel. And yes, today I would like to talk about bully. Between I was victim with bully and became bully. And let me tell you something. Here's something I got to say to get out my chest. You know something? One question. Did I have the experience with bully? Honestly, yes, I did. And here's what my first story was. My first story was I did became bully. It was back in karate class. Back in karate class, I used to beat up someone. I used to beat up with, back in the day, I used to hurt somebody, like getting a kid in the hospital and letting with an injured. And other thing, I used to beat it up and make him bleed and making blood back then. Like it is all cool and stuff. If you know what happened, got into a lot of trouble. And you know how I feel? Guilty. That's why I end up getting in trouble back then. And let me tell you something, man. That is a very shame what I did. That was a shame. And the other story I had back in the day, it was a time when I was in school, I was eating lunch, right? And guess what happened? He choked me. And I was about to be dead, but I was about to be in the hospital. And you know what happened? I was standing up for myself. I was so freaking angry and pissed off. You know what I ended up telling to? The teacher. And I had to report the teacher. And guess what? What happened? Not only did they get in trouble, but they got kicked out the school for good. If you know what, I did. Because it's the right thing to do. And nobody cannot mess me with that. And there is no excuse whatsoever. And let me tell you something. Become bully is never bringing peace. It's never becoming good one of them. Becoming bully is so evil today. And let me tell you something. There is so many types of bully. Between physical bully, sexual bully, and cyberbully. And aggression bully. Anything. There are so many types of bullies they got. If you know something, there are too many things going on in this world. And yes, they will talk about things behind your back. They're always going to be about gossip things. They're always going to be lies. They're always going to be some arguments. And there is so much violence going on in their heads. Like they don't know how to control it. They don't know what supposed to do. Well, here's the thing. The only way you can stand up bully is you have to stand up for yourself. It's by seek with your help, with your counselor, your best friend, and your families at the same time. That's the only way you can trust, not anyone else, but just them. But let me tell you something. The best thing you could do is pray, not only to pray, but stand up for yourself and talk about them. Testimony, talking experience about bully with your story, because that could talk about years to come, and that something could give it testimonies. And don't you ever be afraid about bully, because you know what? Let me tell you something. If you hide something about that you used to become bully, or if you ever victimize a bully, that's something you're gonna be scared for the rest of your life and feel for the rest of your life. And the truth is, you have to get out of your chest, like I did. So that's the best thing I could do is while I talk about it, they hide stuff. So you know what? It was a shame back in the day, but you know what? I changed a lot. So that's my story. And yes, my advice to you is this. Whatever you do, please stop bullying. Because especially if you ever became bully, let me tell you something. The more you become, the more your life is gonna be miserable. Especially the consequences it will get to you. Not only you will not have no friends, but you're gonna be alone for the rest of your life. And all you gotta do is change it. Is by be a star and like I say, you have to change for good. Cause if you don't, let me tell you something. The more you treat them like this, the more their lives will ever become movie star, athlete, or whatever they have good lives, whatever. These lives are gonna become better than you. So that's my advice to you with the end of bully. I just wanted to say, stop bully and be a star. So that's pretty much what I wanted to say is thank you for watching it, and you know what? There's a lot of issues needs to be fixed. So you know what? If you let me tell you something, if it goes to everybody in the friendship, if I ever see bully like this again, the consequences it's gonna destroy it. It's gonna ruin your lives, and especially you can destroy it. So you know what? Whatever you do, stay away from it. Anyway, that's it. God bless. Peace.
Hi, I'm Louis Serrano. I just want to tell you guys that bullying is not good. Bullying is a horrible thing, very detrimental. More detrimental than what some people think. Yeah, and I don't like how some teachers don't take it as seriously as they should when their students get bullied. And okay, and bullying can not only could be physically abusive and verbally abusive, but it could also be psychologically abusive and emotionally abusive. I was bullied for 5 years, from 2nd grade to 6th grade, and it did a lot of harm to me. And that was one of the reasons why I became very depressed in 6th grade. And I wasn't the type that let people bully me. I didn't. I would fight back verbally and physically. Whenever they hit me, I would hit back, and whenever they talked smack to me, I would talk smack back. And don't get me wrong, but still, and I felt like I was nothing, even though I knew I was something. And it causes more damage, and it's more of a serious issue than what some people think. And that's all I gotta say.
Any advice?
Oh, don't be a bully. There's no excuse to abuse anybody. I don't care who you are. And don't let anybody bully you. Don't let anybody push you around in any way. You always gotta fight back and defend yourself. And that's it. Peace.
My name is Charles Towers. I thank for Louis to welcome me to his house. Today I'm talking about the topic of bullying. in high school years and middle school years, I was bullied, but psychologically and emotionally and physically. But football players had my back, and one day someone tripped me, and I could not take it anymore. So I actually hit and broke a kid's face. So my advice is, if you're bullied, I understand, but life goes on.
Alright, hello, my name is Anthony Casanova. The reason why I'm standing up for the end of bullying part 2 is because I'm leading by Daniel Fundora, and I want to tell my story about what happened about my bullying parts. Okay, bullying is when you eradicate somebody. You have no reason to eradicate that person, because if you bully that person, you're gonna hurt their feelings. You're gonna get mad at them, and you can't get mad at that person because bullying is against the rule. You have the right to learn to love and forgive, and you need to have respect on that person, because if you continue doing this, then you have to go straight to your mom or dad or your grandparents, or maybe the assistant principal, or maybe your original principal, or you can probably talk to, or maybe you can tell your mom or dad. Your mom and dad can talk to the principal, and then they'll sort it out for you. But I had good friends back then, and there was one friend that bullied me. I'm not going to mention any names because I know I want to keep things to myself, or to my mom, my dad, or my assistant principal, because I just want my friends to love me, to care about me, because if they keep bullying me or keep hurting my feelings, then I'm going to get hurt, and I'm not going to be able to solve the problem. So, for my opinion, I suggest we stop bullying, because you have to start a new life. Because if you don't start a new life, then you're going to keep hurting yourself. You're going to keep bullying that person back, and that's not good. Because, look, mom and dad are here for you. You have to stand up to yourself. You have to stand up to your girlfriends, your friends. Even if they bully you back, you still need to go to the principal. And that's important. Or your teachers. So stop bullying and start a new life. Okay? This is Anthony Casanova, and I'm out. Peace.
Hi, my name is David, and I want to say something to all of you friends out there. Since years ago, when you're a kid or teenagers out there, some people like to be bullied them, and that's not good. And as far as you know, that some people always bully you. They come and talk to you, steal stuff, and fight. That worse is fight. And once they had enough of bullying you, you stand and fight. Well, guess what? Not anymore. Stand and speak. You must stop being bullied. You must speak. So that way it will go away. And that was years ago. Since for me, that was just years ago. I've been bullied just once, or just twice, and then I would run away. But before I run away, I would stand and fight. And then the kid slammed me to the ground outside. But I did not get hurt. I did not get hurt. God protects me. And that was just years ago. And after that, I speak and say we were sorry and that we were friends. And just remember, don't let them bully you again. You must speak. and try to understand that we're friends. Friends can happen sometimes, but not anymore. Just be friends. And by the way, I'd love to become a friend, and friends don't quit. And it's time to stop bullying. Never stand and fight. Never. But stand and speak. And this is the end of bullying. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Ruben Bolanos and I'm age 26. I may not remember about how old I was back in middle school when I was a kid. The first middle school I went was Howard Doolin Middle School. And I'm here to tell you how you get out from trouble against the bullies. Back in the old days, when I was a kid, back in middle school, there were grown-ups, they were older than me, but they made fun of me, and they gave me a nickname, and they kept laughing at me to make my life miserable. And then I asked the teacher some help, but the teacher wouldn't care because she was busy in her own problems. And also, she told the students if they pick a fight, they lose grades. And life became more troublesome. And my life became very hard. I not only got bullied by one person, I got bullied by like 6 of them that I don't remember the names, but I remember what they looked like. And I remember how I felt. Those bullies kept making my life miserable, and they made me cry when I was a kid. But when I came home from school, I asked my parents for help, and they gave me a way to how to get out of here from bullies. They told me, like, once by the end of the school around the summer, they'll transfer to another school, and then you won't get whooped by other bullies again. And when I went to that new middle school, I met some new friends, and they have the same hobbies that I do. And also, I was able to learn for each other as well. And also, they got bullied some other bullies, but I defend them. And they respected me, and they were grateful to me, and I was happy. And I felt lighter again. And my life has been too great to have a new start life. And I'm pretty sure you will feel the same way. If you ever have trouble by bullies, then you must ask your parents to transfer to a new school. Even if the teacher may not help you much, if his teacher is good or bad, and then they might help you or either not. But if the teacher may not help, you can also tell your parents they can. And to transfer to a new school, to start to a new beginning. And then you will feel lighter with no heavy burden. And then you will feel proud of yourself, and then you will make new friends. And that's it.
Hi, my name is Michael Gonzalez, and I am a victim of bullying. The reason why people picked on me is because I was too fat, or I was different from the rest of the people. But that's okay. I didn't mind. When I was a kid, people used to bully me a lot, and I never wanted to go to school, and I never wanted to be around nobody. I just wanted to be alone and stay home all the time at home from school. But what I learned from the years that have passed me, that bullying is wrong. People who bully you every day shouldn't be doing what they're supposed to be doing. And if they see you bullying, and they're bullying you and stuff, forgive them, because in the Bible it says that we have to forgive others as God has forgiven us for our sins and everything. If you feel like somebody is bullying you in school or anywhere, you tell somebody about it. and they'll take care of it for you. Or just pray for the person, and that's it. But whatever you do, don't hate nobody, because hating people is wrong. If you hate them, you're gonna become just like them. Haters. Thank you.
Hey guys, I want to talk about my experiences with being bullied and the whole thing about bullying. First of all, bullying isn't good. Why? Because why would you want to go to school feeling like, someone's going to, pick on you, bully you, throw things at you? That's one of the things I experienced. I was sitting in class, kids would just throw things from behind me, paper. And one time they tried to throw a book on me. And, that's where it got seriously, And then what do you do when someone gets bullied, What do you do if you get bullied? You have to tell somebody, of course, and that's what I had to do. I told somebody, they took care of it, the right way, they sat all of us down, and then from there they finally stopped, and that's all you could do, because if not, then you'll want to retaliate, then you want to fight back, and that's, definitely not good, I did that one time and I got suspended, and I learned from that, sitting at home, missing out on school, missing out on, days of, being with my friends, things like that, so definitely, you don't want to be a bully. So you can't run away. It happens every day. So all you could do is just, walk away from it. If they bully you, say, hey, stop, or if not, pray about it. Pray for the person that's bullying you. Hopefully one day they'll stop, like me, And then sometimes if your friend, says, hey, do this and do that, and then you say no, because that's not right, then maybe they want to bully you, friend, and that's what I experienced as well, Just because I didn't want to skip school, he pushed me, and then, I really want to push him back, but I didn't, because that's not right either, so, you just have to let some people go that are not good, so that you won't get bullied or be forced to do something back, and then, let me think of another story. Oh yeah, another story. One of my friends, he got really bullied. He got hurt. They beat him up. 2 people beat him up. They tried to rob him. And then what did he do? He went to the police. That's something even more seriously. Because there's all kinds of bullying. Verbally, physically. Maybe they could throw something at you. A little bit of everything. And then he went to the police. They got the person, because that's even worse. So they took him to jail. Things like that. So, that's a little bit of my experiences, with bullying and everything, So, think of that, just try not to, retaliate or worry about it, Just pray about it, and, everything will be okay. Thank you guys, and have a good day.
Hey, it's me again. So, reason why I'm here is because I like to share my experiences about bullying. I really pretty much started being bullied at the age of 5 in elementary school up until middle school, some in high school. In middle school, I dealt with a lot of unfriendly people, some of them closest to me, they'd pick on me, they'd call me names, they'd call me flat-faced Proctor, they'd, throw things at me. In middle school, yeah, that pretty much where it got worse. Like, everybody did not have much understanding of the fact that I was autistic, at the time and everything. And in middle school, one time this kid, just grabbed me by the throat and tried to choke me, while the teacher, slapped the kid on the wrist, and I got detention, which that didn't make no fucking sense, And yeah, up until high school was pretty much the last time I've been bullied, and I've been victimized, I have been hurt, it was hurtful. So I guess the only advice I really have to give anyone that's watching this, is don't do it. It's easy to bully people. It is so easy to do it, and it's not worth doing, because if it was easy doing it, it's not worth doing. And yeah, not to mention, I'm not going to go into too much more details, because my personal life is nobody's business. However, I can tell you that, just bullying is bad. It's horrible. It's wrong. And yeah, it has frankly grown to the point where kids are not only angry about it, but they're also attempting to kill themselves. And frankly, if the situation has evolved to the point where kids have the option to try and kill themselves or to end their lives just because bullying exists in our schools, then that's all the more reason to get rid of it. And all I'm asking anybody watching this is that before you pick on someone, why don't you try looking up, you know, quote unquote, bullying suicide in America. Google it. And when you Google it, you will see a whole lot of articles. Probably more. So, my advice to you guys is don't bully people. Do not be mean to people. At least not in schools. Schools, it is the most sensitive. It is the one place you don't want to bully people, because people go to school to learn, not to be picked on, not to be yelled at, not to be given a racial slur, not to, you know, be given a slice of injustice, but to learn and to be educated. So at least all I'm asking, do not bully people while they're in school, because I go to school to be in school. I'm not in school because school is not a fashion show, it's not some popularity contest, and I can tell you right now, you know, school is a school. So stop bullying in schools.
Mm-hmm.